Hey, what's up, next players? I want to talk to you a little bit about mental endurance. In 2016, I had an opportunity to run a full marathon, the Cincinnati Flying Pig. It took an extreme amount of physical endurance, but even more mental endurance. A lot of marathon runners refer to a part of the race called the wall. This is around mile 19, 18, 20, 21, somewhere around there. It's just long enough where you feel just physically and mentally exhausted, and far enough from the finish line, though, that you feel like you want to give up. Once you get to about mile 21, 22, 23, you can push through just on adrenaline. But the wall is where people just start to drop. And you see people around you start to walk, and you see people around you start to literally fall over. And this is tough to get through in this wall. Two things that help you get through a wall in mental endurance. Number one, don't think of a marathon as 26.2 miles. You think of it a lot of quarter miles added up to 26.2. Anybody can run the quarter mile. Take one quarter mile at a time on your pace. Do your best with that quarter of a mile. You can get through it. That goes the same thing for baseball. You can get through one pitch at a time. It goes same thing for basketball. You can get through one possession at a time. Do your job to the best of your ability for that one possession. Do your job for the best of your ability for one pitch. It's really, really easy at the start of the game, like the start of a marathon, to get hyped up and run. But it's really, really difficult around the wall to get through that, or in the fifth inning of a baseball game, or in the third quarter of a basketball game. You get jacked and hyped to go through layup lines and you're dunking. But are you daydreaming in the third quarter? How do you stay locked in? And that's to think of things one at a time. Get those small wins. Break it up into micro possessions, if you will. So winning those reps one at a time is really important. So that's one way. Number two, to get through with mental endurance, is they have confidence in your preparation. I'm not most proud that I finished that marathon. I'm most proud that I went through the preparation and properly did it. I would not have finished or been able to get through that wall if I didn't have the confidence in the preparation that I put in. So a lot of people love to daydream about that game-winning shot or that hitting that home run, but that's just a tip of the iceberg of the amount of work that goes in, the amount of miles that are put in before the actual marathon. When you prepare for a marathon, you run up to 20 miles in preparation on one given day towards the end of, or about 3/4 of the way through the training. But you don't start there. Run a couple miles a day, about a year out, and you build up until the race day, progressively adding more and more miles as you go. So that's the biggest thing. Confidence, it goes a really, really long way into finishing that marathon and having that mental endurance. You put in the work, you'll get through the wall. If you think of things one possession at a time, one quarter mile at a time, you'll get through the wall. And that wall is just a mental block. It's not a physical wall. It doesn't exist anywhere but in your mind. And those are two ways to get through it.